this segment, we discuss how the firm chooses its output in order to maximize profit. The firm has these three conditions to satisfy. 1. It must produce at an output that minimizes the cost. In that case, what output or what quantity is that? And 3, should it enter the market or exit the market? Obviously, it will enter the market if it can make profit, and would exit the market if it begins to make losses or perceives that it's going to make losses. The firm's total revenue minus the total cost is equal to the profit. So the firm will choose the output in order to maximize the profit. Initially, the firm starts to operate with a loss. If you can remember from last week, our discussion of production cost, the firm pays for capital before it starts to produce some output. So initially, it starts making a loss. Then gradually, as the output increases, the revenue increases, and over time, the revenue is higher than the total cost. So we make this amount of profit. The firm is in business to maximize profit, and so it chooses the output where the distance between the total revenue and the total cost is highest. At that point, we see that will be this point here, that will be the marginal revenue, which is the slope of the curve and is constant. And this side here is the slope of the total cost curve, which is the marginal cost. So when it chooses the output, the marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost. The diagram below here just shows the profit function, and this loss here is what is depicted over there. After the maximum, then the profit begins to decline. So the firm will choose, in this case, this particular output, which is 9, that maximizes the profit. So let's depict that in a diagram to see how the firm actually behaves. So this is the industry, the shirt industry, right? Shirt industry. This is our demand curve. This is our supply curve. And as the equilibrium price, say we had it to be 25, we take any quantity. Then this is Sam's shirt firm, Sam's output price. Sam takes the price, and so Sam's demand curve is that, which is the demand curve. Marginal revenue is equivalent to the demand curve. Then we superimpose our typical marginal cost curve, and so Sam takes the decision by producing this output. Let's call this output Q star. So at Q star here, the marginal revenue, which is equal to the marginal cost, or the price equal to the marginal cost. Now let's see how Sam makes the decision. If Sam produces below Q star, let's say produces here, call this place Q1, the marginal cost is here and the marginal revenue is there. So here the marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost, and what Sam does is to increase output. On the other hand, if they produce, say, Q3, at Q3 the marginal revenue is here and the marginal cost is there. So the marginal revenue is less than the marginal cost, and in that case it has to decrease output. So the firm behaves like every economic agent, where they set the marginal benefit equal to the marginal cost in their decision making. For the firm, the marginal revenue is its marginal benefit, and so it says that equal to the marginal cost and chooses the output. So this is a beautiful diagram that depicts what we have done over there. The firm has chosen its output, but there is another question to answer. Should the firm actually start operating? We answer that in the next discussion.